Hello and welcome everyone. This is Amy of AJC Magic TV. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for ninja watching. Thank you for watching the replays. It's much appreciated. I know you are out there doing other things. Tonight will be kind of a shorter version because I need to go finish getting my suitcase and everything ready. I am heading on a mission trip tomorrow morning with 11 other people from my church. And so we're going to be packing the vans tonight. And that way we'll be ready to go. So it'll be kind of a shortened version, but I do appreciate anyone who has stopped in and answered questions. I do have most of my stuff. In fact, my suitcase is sitting at the top of the steps. I just need to grab something from downstairs to throw in there. Kind of nerve-wracking because it's a whole different type of trip to make sure I have my sleeping bag and sleeping items and everything. So, but we'll get started here in a few moments. Just want to shout out a few people. Thank you, Kathy Hollister. It's much appreciated. But we're going down to the Virginia area, more Virginia going towards Tennessee area. So Lee County, Virginia is the name of the area, the Lee County, Virginia area. So thank you. But we'll get started here shortly. I want to thank Dean of the Live Place, theliveplace.com, for hosting my channel and many other channels on his website. theliveplace.com. Also, Tea Time Mary Ellen goes live at 7 p.m. with her live variety show with Dean and some other friends. Coffee Talk with Zippity Doo Dug happens in the morning, although tomorrow morning he will not have Coffee Talk, but usually you can catch him about 9 a.m. on Monday through Friday, and Saturdays sometimes at 8 a.m. on Saturdays, maybe 9. You just have to check out Zippity Doo Dug. Also, check out the This and That crew this evening. Check out the Pete McDevitt show. Check out This Our Dreams, Jennifer Caruso, the Disney Nerd Herders. Also, check out the 927 with Cakes and Ken. That's a pretty good show. They bring up different topics and chat about them. Also, check out Dinners with Donna, Samantha Lowe. And I did say Jennifer Caruso. Dean the Turkey Lakeser, he was live earlier today at Epcot. So you never know when Dean goes live also. But let's welcome in everyone. Sorry about that. But welcome in Kathy Hollister, Zippity Doo Dug, Debbie Thuner to welcome in. Also, check out Diamond Painting with DJ. Diamond Painting with DJ. That is Dakota, Doug's daughter's channel. Check that out if you like the diamond painting. I know she does a lot of shorts and stuff. I'm not sure if she goes live. If she does, a lot of times I catch it too late. Check out Dave Sturgan. He has different videos about cars and car shows and just various videos. So check that out. And hello, Jen, Lily's mom. Hello, Dave Sturgan. Thank you for dropping those links. Check out Lily's life also. She goes live sometimes in the parks. Plus, there's various videos. So check that out. Okay, we'll get started. Like I said, it'll be kind of a shortened show. I know I went live a little early, but that way we can get some time in and we'll get started. I should have had my cards ready. I'll just go with my other box of cards I was just getting ready to get out. Since it is October, happy Halloween. I know Disney World's been celebrating Halloween for a while now, about a month and a half. But I think I'm gonna have a mug, a Halloween mug giveaway coming up here shortly. Maybe the winner of trivia, not this week, but maybe next week or the week after, they'll get to win a Halloween mug, or they can gift it to somebody else if they decide they don't want the Halloween mug. But that'll be an upcoming prize, and then maybe I'll spin the wheel and give away another Halloween mug. So we'll see. Welcome in, Jason Thibodeau. Hello to Gloria Thibodeau. Also, okay, so let's get started. We'll start with a 1950s question. A 1950s question. And then we'll work our way up through the box. Ba, ba, ba. So here we go, 1950s. But here we go. Popular in the 1950s, what was the jitterbug? Popular in the 1950s, what was the jitterbug? Welcome in, Emily, LSU mom. Welcome in, Cakes2112. Thank you for joining. But popular in the 1950s, what was the jitterbug? See if anyone else is going to answer. But popular in the 1950s, what was the jitterbug? It was a dance, a style of dance. So let's see. LSU mom came in first on that one. Then we had Dave Strigan. Cakes2112. Jen Lily's mom. Kathy Hollister. Jason Thibodeau. Then we had Debbie Thunert. Okay. We're going to stick with the 1950s. I think what I'll do, since it's a shortened version, I'm going to read all the questions in the 1950s. Then we'll go to the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. So here we go. Next question. Which breed of dog was a canine star Rin Tin Tin? Which breed of dog was canine star Rin Tin Tin? Which breed of dog was canine star Rin Tin Tin? See if anyone else answers. But doesn't look like anyone else is going to answer. So, what breed of dog was canine star Rin Tin Tin? A German Shepherd. A German Shepherd. So we had, let's see, LSU mom first again. So Emily. Then we had Dave Strigan. Heather Springer, welcome in. Then Jen Lily's mom. Kathy Hollister. Debbie Thunert. Jason Thibodeau, and Cakes2112. Okay, here we go. Next question. Next question. Oops. But here we go. Bwana Devil is notable for sparking which film genre in the 1950s? Bwana Devil is notable for sparking which film genre in the 1950s? I'm guessing you would have to know that movie to know what type of film it was. Yeah, I'm not sure how I could describe it. We know it's a horror film, but they did something with the horror film that started off what other pictures later became. So, Bwana Devil is notable for sparking which film genre in the 1950s? I believe the House of Wax happened to have this. Then we got into a Jaws film was like that. Friday the 13th was like that. So the first two people that guessed that type of film. Have you seen movies like The Muppets or Honey, I Shrunk the Audience? Welcome in, Kevin. Theme Park Adventures. Not a clue. Sounds like a scary one. Okay, I will go ahead and give the answer. It was 3D movies. 3D movies. And actually, Dave came in right before I said 3D. But Dave will get the points. But it started the 3D movies, even though that was an old black and white horror film back in the day, or science fiction or something. But yeah, it sparked the 3D films. I remember seeing The House of Wax with Vincent Price that was in 3D. Okay, we'll do one more 1950s question, and then we'll move on to the 60s. But here we go. Which Elvis Presley hit was originally recorded by Willie Mae Big Mama Thornton? Yes, Dave, I remember getting the 3D glasses at Kogo's too. Or Stop and Go. Yeah, Kogo's Stop and Go. Yeah, Stop and Go. But which Elvis Presley hit was originally recorded by Willie Mae Big Mama Thornton? This one's kind of hard for me to describe because it would give it away in a way. Ooh, that's a good guess. And it's not Jailhouse Rock. That is a good answer. And it's not How Great Thou Art or Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. Okay, I do see the answer. It is Hound Dog. Hound Dog. So Jen Lily's mom and Jason Thibodeau with the Hound Dog. Nothing but a hound dog. Blue suede shoes, that's a good choice also. Dun, dun, dun. But I do thank you all for joining me this evening. I do have to cut it short about 6:30ish because I have to get ready to go down and pack the vans. I'm going on a mission trip tomorrow with my church with 11 other adults. We're going to like the Southern Virginia area. That's closer to like Tennessee and North Carolina areas. and I gotta get my suitcase and everything down to the church. So we'll be so I do have to cut it a little bit short. So, and I just want to double check to make sure I have everything I need, because it's a lot of packing. And we'll talk about it next week. Thank you. But let's go on to the 1960s. The 1960s. Who was the narrator for How the Grinch Stole Christmas, which aired on CBS on December 18th, 1966? Thank you, Heather. I do appreciate that. Thank you all for the well wishes. Who was the narrator for the How the Grinch Stole Christmas, which aired on CBS on December 18th, 1966? And this gentleman, he was one of the Universal monsters. But who was the narrator for How the Grinch Stole Christmas, which aired on CBS on December 18th, 1966? And I do see the answer in the chat. It is Boris Karloff. Boris Karloff. So, yeah, that's a good guess there, Dave. Thurl Ravenscroft, because he did a lot of narrating for different things. But it was Boris Karloff. So Jason Thibodeau got it first. Then we had Kathy Hollister, LSU mom, Debbie Thunert, then Jen Lily's mom. I just like to say the name Thurl as much as I can fit into normal conversation. And Kevin. Thurl. Okay, let's go on to the next question. Thurl sang the song in The Grinch. Okay. So Thurl sang the song in The Grinch. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Okay, here we go. Still with the 1960s. Yeah, it is a cool fact to know, because I probably had heard that, but I just didn't remember it. But that is a good fact to know. Okay, here we go. 1960s. What doll, created by Danish fisherman and woodcutter Thomas Dam, became one of the biggest toy fads from 1963 to 1965? And they kind of had a comeback. They actually had a comeback type of toy. But what doll, created by Danish fisherman and woodcutter Thomas Dam, became one of the biggest toy fads from 1963 to 1965? See what people guess. See if anyone else is going to answer. Okay, I do see the answer in the chat. What doll created by the Danish fisherman and woodcutter Thomas Dam became one of the biggest toy fads from 1963 to 1965? It is the Troll doll. The Troll dolls. So Heather Springer got it first. Heather Springer. She got the correct answer. The Troll dolls. And I actually made a big comeback. Thurl dolls. See, there I go again. But it was the Troll dolls. Good guess, Heather. We had trolls that went on the end of our pencils. I remember my dad's sisters actually had like a troll cave set that they had, like a little troll doll cave set. And we always played with it whenever we would go over there. So yeah, the trolls were popular then, and then they became popular again. Okay. Let's go on to the next question for the 1960s. 1960s. Here we go. Who starred as Eliza Doolittle in the 1964 musical film My Fair Lady? Who starred as Eliza Doolittle in the 1964 musical film My Fair Lady? But who starred as Eliza Doolittle in the 1964 musical film My Fair Lady? It is Audrey Hepburn. Audrey Hepburn. So Kathy Hollister was first. Then Debbie Thunert. Then we had Kevin Theme Park Adventures, Jason Thibodeau, LSU Mom, and Jen Lilly's mom. Jen Lilly's mom. Okay, one more 1960s before we go on to the 1970s. One more 1960s before we go on to the 1970s. Here we go. Who played the role of Laura, the wife of Rob Petrie, on the Dick Van Dyke Show? Who played the role of Laura, the wife of Rob Petrie, on the Dick Van Dyke Show? And we have our answer. Who played the role of Laura, the wife of Rob Petrie, on the Dick Van Dyke Show? It was Mary Tyler Moore. Mary Tyler Moore. So LSU Mom got it first. Then we had Dave Schragan, Kathy Hollister, Debbie Thunert, Kevin Theme Park Adventures, Heather Springer, Jen Lilly's mom, and Jason Thibodeau. Jason Thibodeau. Good job, everyone. Yes. Make sure you check out Tea Time Mary Ellen after this show with her live variety show. Check out the Pete McDevitt show. Check out the This and That crew. Also, check out Coffee Talk with Doug, although we won't have Coffee Talk tomorrow. But check out Zippity Doo Doug with Coffee Talk. And then he does some other things, so check that out. The Shade Room Runway, and he stars on some other shows. Also, check out the Disney Nerd Herders. Check out Lily's Life. Check out Cakes 2112. Check out the 927. Check out Diamonds with DJ. Diamond Painting with DJ. And Dinners with Donna and Samantha Lowe. This Our Dreams. Jennifer Caruso. And Dave Strigan. Okay, here we go. The 1970s. The 1970s. What 1976 fantasy comedy film is based on a novel in which the mother and the daughter switch bodies to experience each other's lives? Thank you, Dave. What 1976 fantasy comedy film is based on a novel where the mom and daughter switch bodies to experience each other's lives? And they just had a remake of it. But what 1976 fantasy comedy film was based on a novel in which the mother and daughter switch bodies in to experience each other's lives? And the answer is Freaky Friday. Freaky Friday. Yes, they made a. Yeah, they just made a new one, and then they done the other, remake of it too. They just keep making Freaky Friday. So Dave Stragan gets it first, or Dave Stragan. So Dave got it first, then Jen, Lily's mom, Kathy Hollister, LSU mom, Heather Springer, Kevin Theme Park Adventures, Kathy Hollister. I'm sorry, I got Kathy. I'm sorry. I meant Debbie Thunert. Debbie Thunert. Jason Thibodeau. Then that's it. Thorough Thursday would be a good prequel. They just made the new one. Yes, I didn't get to see that one. Okay, sticking with the 1970s. The 1970s. Here we go. What company founded by Ted Arison set sail in 1972? What company founded by Ted Arison set sail in 1972? But what company founded by Ted Arison set sail in 1972? I'll see if anyone else is going to answer before I give the answer. Snark. But what company was founded by Ted Arison, set sail in 1972? It was Carnival Cruise Line. Carnival Cruise Line. So Jen, Lily's mom, with a guess, gets it first. Then we had LSU mom and Kevin Theme Park Adventures, like Carnival Cruise Line. And Jason. Welcome in, Carlos. Happy hump day. Welcome in, Carlos. Okay, here we go. Sticking with the 1970s. There's the next question. Next question. What was the name of the world's first official indoor ball introduced in 1970 by the Parker brothers? What was the name of the world's first indoor official ball introduced in 1970 by Parker brothers? See if he's going to write the answer. Okay, here we go. The answer's in the chat. What was the name of the world's first official indoor ball introduced in 1970 by the Parker brothers? It was a Nerf ball. A Nerf ball. So Dave got it first. Then LSU mom, Debbie Thunert, Jen Lily's mom, Jason Thibodeau, Heather Springer, Kevin Theme Park Adventures, and there you have it. Okay, we'll move on. One more question in the 1970s, and then we will move on to the 80s, 1980s. Here we go. The last 1970s question. Here we go. Kate Jackson, Farrah Fawcett, and Jacqueline Smith made up which crime-fighting trio? Kate Jackson, Farrah Fawcett, and Jacqueline Smith made up which crime-fighting trio? And we have our answer. Kate Jackson, Farrah Fawcett, and Jacqueline Smith made up which crime-fighting trio? It was Charlie's Angels. Charlie's Angels. So we have LSU mom was first. Then Dave Strigan. Simba 2. Welcome in, Matt. Then we had Debbie Thunert. Then Jen, Lily's mom. Heather Springer. Kevin Theme Park Adventures. Jason Thibodeau. The Three Amigos. Oh, no problem, Matt. Thank you for dropping in. It's going to be a shortened version, though, as I have to go somewhere and get prepared for a trip that I'm going on this weekend. Okay, we're going to go on to the 1980s. The 1980s. But good to see you, Matt. Okay. Find something different. Okay, here we go. Who sang the title song to James Bond film For Your Eyes Only? Who sang the title song to James Bond's film For Your Eyes Only? I would love to go to the 80s. But who sang the title song to the James Bond film For Your Eyes Only? And I have one person with the answer. It is Sheena Easton. Sheena Easton. Jason Thibodeau got it. Yes, John Stamos. Okay, let's see if anybody knows the answer to this one. Here we go. Which comedy film starred Tom Hanks and Shelley Long as a couple? I'm sorry. Which comedy film starred Tom Hanks and Shelley Long as a couple who attempt to renovate a recently purchased house? But which comedy film starred Tom Hanks and Shelley Long as a couple who attempt to renovate a recently purchased house? And we have our answer. The answer is The Money Pit. The Money Pit. So we had Jen Lilly's mom first. Then Dave. Then we had LSU mom. Kathy Hollister. It's Joey's World. Then we had Debbie Thunert. Kevin Theme Park Adventures. Simba 2. 2 weeks. Jason Thibodeau. I lived that movie. I love that movie. Nope. To all of you that said John Stamos. By the way, I also got, okay, thank you, Kevin. But hello, Lisa, Keith, and Joey. I just watched it last weekend. It came up as a recommendation. Gee, I wonder why. We bought a farmhouse with character. That's real estate code for major problems. Okay, good job on that one. Continuing with the 1980s. Hello, Regina Erie. No problem, Regina. Hey, I'm going to be only doing a few more questions anyway because I have to go meet up with my church group because I'm going on a mission trip with them tomorrow. We're leaving for the weekend and we have to pack up the vans this evening. So, and I want to make sure I have everything in my suitcase, which I have mostly everything. I just got to redo it. But thank you for stopping in. Hope you're doing well. But a couple more questions. Thank you, Carlos, and thank you, everyone. But here we go, 1980s. In 1982, I'm sorry, in which 1982 comedy film does Dustin Hoffman adopt a new identity as a woman in order to land a job? In which 1982 comedy film does Dustin Hoffman adopt a new identity as a woman in order to land a job? And we have our answer. It is Tootsie. Tootsie. Welcome in Amy DeBoard. She got it first. Then we had Dave, Kathy Hollister. It's Joey's World. Simba 2. LSU Mom. Jen Lily's mom. Regina Erie. She needed to get in here to beat Jeff tonight. Kevin Theme Park Adventures. Jason Thibodeau. Debbie Thunert. Heather Springer. We have Carlos. I'm getting my running in back and forth to the kitchen. Oh, you're welcome. Welcome in. Oh, okay. Okay, Dave, I will. I will check that. Yeah, I did see that. So I'll give everyone 2 points that answered after. Thank you, Dave. I did see that. And okay, a couple more 1980s questions. I do have a YouTuber question to put out there. It depends because you may have seen them and you may have not. But which YouTuber is known for streaming while cutting grass? I defer all points to those honestly playing. Oh, no problem, Carlos. But which YouTuber is known for cutting grass with no shirts on? But which YouTuber is known for cutting grass with no shirt on? Cutting gas. I meant grass. The lawnmower dude. I have no idea. He should have said Doug, Zippity Doo Dug, or Steve, Scallywag Steve. The answer is Cakes 2112. Cakes 2112. So we have Dave Strachan. Then we have Jason Thibodeau. Heather Springer. Jen Lily's mom. Amy DeBoard. Regina Erie. It's Joey's World. Kevin Theme Park Adventures. Grass or grass? Lawnmower. Oh, I thought you said no shorts on. I was like, what? Welcome in, Tennessee Bear. Oh, no problem, T-Town Mary Ellen. In fact, I got to get going here soon. So I'm going to do 2 more questions. 2 more questions for the evening. And we're going to go to the 1990s for the last 2 questions. I gotta grab the 1990s. I will throw out another question. So pay attention to your YouTubers. You never know who I might make a trivia question about. Are two more enough to catch up? Yeah, unfortunately, probably not. There. I shouldn't have put that box in there. Darn it. Because now I can't grab the card. Some of these questions are hard as you get into those. Okay, the 1990s. 1990s. Here we go. Who starred as Scott Calvin in the Christmas family comedy film The Santa Claus? Who starred as Scott Calvin in the Christmas family comedy film The Santa Claus? But who starred as Scott Calvin in the Christmas family comedy film The Santa Claus? It was Tim Allen. Tim Allen. I meant Allen, of course. Tim, not Ken. But Tim Allen. So we had Amy DeBoard first. I'll give you a point there, Jen Lily's mom. Then Heather Springer. Then we had Simba 2, LSU mom, Tea Time Mary Ellen. Then we had he did Tim Taylor. Then Kevin Theme Park Adventures. It's Joey's World. Kathy Hollister. Regina Erie. Tennessee Bear. Jason Thibodeau. I just ordered the Disney mug from that movie. What do you mean starred? Isn't there only one Santa Claus? Isn't he real? Gregory thinks so. Oh, you're welcome. Make sure you guys check out the 927 with Cakes and Ken from Lily's Life's Dad. It's a good show, so go. Sometimes they have guest stars, sometimes they're talking about various subjects. They did the 80s last week, different movies and stuff. Okay, here we go with the 1990s. What reptilian mascot first appeared in a Geico advertisement in 1999, created during the Screen Actors Guild strike that prevented the use of live actors? What reptilian mascot first appeared in a Geico advertisement in 1999? It was created during the Screen Actors Guild strike that prevented the use of live actors. Oh, is that why they used them? Yes. Hey, creativeness. I do see the answer in the chat. It was the gecko. A gecko, the gecko. Geico the gecko. So Dave got it first. Dave sure can. Then we had Amy DeBoard. Amy's been on fire tonight. I'll give you a 1 point there, Kathy Hollister. Then we had Heather Springer, Debbie Thunert, Jen Lily's mom, Kevin Theme Park Adventures, LSU Mom, Regina Erie, Jason Thibodeau. He's a gecko, but does he have a name? I don't know, Simbatu. If he does have a name, I never caught it, so I'm not sure. Then it's Joey's World. Kelsey Grammer was the original voice of the gecko. I did not know that. Thank you, Carlos. Hope you have a good night. Thank you for stopping in. Okay, one more question for the evening. I do thank you all for joining me. I know you could be watching other people doing other things. It's much appreciated. I thank all my Ninja Watchers. I thank my replayers. And I thank you all for being here. So thank you very much. His name is Martin after the Martin Agency. Really? I did not know that. I did not know that. So whose voice am I hearing when Gecko talks to me? Well, they said Kelsey Grammer, but I don't know whose it is now. Yeah. Because I didn't know he had a name and I didn't know who voiced them. That shows I thought it was cute though. Okay, the final question. Well, let's see if you know this one. Jake Wood. Okay, here we go. Which song, a hit in 1992 for Billy Ray Cyrus, introduced the country to line dancing? Which song, a hit in 1992 for Billy Ray Cyrus, introduced the country to line dancing? Welcome in, Nico. Howie. Of course, it depends on which geckos are talking to you. But what song, a hit in 1992 for Billy Ray Cyrus, introduced the country to line dancing? And the answer is Achy Breaky Heart. Achy Breaky Heart. That was all the rage, that country line dancing. Dave Schragan. Then we had Nico the Greco. Then Jen Lily's mom. It's Joey's World. Amy DeBoer. LSU mom. Tennessee Bear. Kathy Hollister. Kevin Theme Park Adventures. Jason Thibodeau. Then we had Debbie Thunert. Regina Erie. Dang phone. I hated that song. Simba 2. Heather Springer. Along with the mullet, yes. Pretty sure line dancing existed before that. Yeah, they had other types of line dancing back in the day, like the alley cat and stuff. I just remember those from weddings when I was younger. And me too. I knew that dance back in the day. Okay, let's see who our big winner is this evening. Okay. We actually have a new person this week. That is our top winner, Dave Stragan, with 29 points. Coming up in second place was LSU Mom at 26 points. Third place was Jen Lily's mom with 25 points. So Dave Stragan, 29 points. LSU Mom, 26 points. Jen Lily's mom, 25 points. Jason Thibodeau, 24 points. Heather Springer, 19 points. Kathy Hollister and Debbie Thunert, 18 points. Then we had Kevin Theme Park Adventures with 17 points. Amy DeBoer, 12 points. We had Disney World Freak, 2 points. Tita Mary Ellen, 2 points. Tennessee Bear, 2 points. Cakes 2112, 4 points. Nico the Greco, 3 points. Simba 2, 9 points. It's Joey's World, 9 points. And Regina Erie, 6 points. So congratulations, Dave. Good job, everyone. Okay. Like I said, probably either next week or the week after, we will probably do the first person to win will get a Halloween pumpkin mug sent to them. Or they can gift it to someone else in the chat or someone else. But thank you all for joining. So keep that in mind in the next couple the next stream or two, where you can win a Halloween pumpkin mug. So thank you all for very much for joining me this evening. And I do thank you all for the well wishes for our trip. It's much appreciated. And yeah, go check out Tea Time Mary Ellen. I hope you all had a great night. Have a great rest of your week. Be safe. And keep your notification bell rung. You never know when I may go live. But thank you all for joining. Have a great night. And we will see you all in the chats. Good night, everyone. And let the adventures begin. Bye. Thank you.